How to make product title font bold in Shopify. Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make the product title font bold in your Shopify store. If you want your product titles to stand out and grab attention, this simple tweak will do the trick. So make sure to watch this video till the end, and let's get started. First, open up the Shopify store website and go to your Shopify store, like the one I have on the screen. After that, make sure that you have product or products enlisted on your store. So to get started, I'm first going to check if the theme settings offer a built-in option to make product titles bold. Some Shopify themes include administrator elements or customization settings that let you stylize the product title directly without needing to touch any code. To do that, I'll head over to the Shopify dashboard and go into the Online Store section. From there, I'll click on Themes, and then I'll focus on my currently active theme. Now I'll click on Customize to enter the theme editor. Once inside the customization panel, I want to make sure I'm working on the correct template, so I'll navigate to the product page layout. Usually this can be found by clicking the drop-down at the top and selecting Products, and then Default Product. Now I'll look over to the left-hand side where all the theme sections are listed. Here I'll be searching for options related to typography, fonts, or headings. These are usually under the product title or product information sections. In this case, I'm scanning the text-related elements and checking if the product title section has any options to change the font style or make it bold. For example, I might click directly on the title block, and if there are any available settings, such as font weight or text styling, they'll appear in the right panel. But in my case here, after selecting the product title section, I can see that there are no built-in settings available to make the text bold from the customization panel. So now I'll move on to using custom code to make this change instead. Now, for example, if I check the product description section, I can see that there's no dedicated setting to customize its appearance directly. But what you can do here is manually format the text. So if I highlight a piece of text in the description box, I can press Ctrl+B on my keyboard to make it bold, or Ctrl+I to make it italic. These quick keyboard shortcuts allow you to style your text as needed. You can also use the formatting drop-down to turn certain text into a subtitle or heading, depending on how prominent you want it to appear on your product page. Just like that, the description now looks much cleaner and more structured. Now let's move on to the second method, using the theme's CSS file to apply styling changes. This is a good option if your theme doesn't offer built-in settings to make product titles bold. To do this, head back to your Shopify admin dashboard. I'll exit the customization screen, and from the Themes section, click on the three dots next to your current theme and select Edit Code. This will open the code editor where all your theme files are located. From here, scroll down to the Assets folder. This is where the CSS files for your theme are usually stored. You'll want to look for a file named something like base.css, theme.css, or possibly style.css, depending on your theme. Once the file is open, press Ctrl+F to search within the file and type title or product title to locate the class that controls the styling of product titles. Most Shopify themes use a class like .product_title, .product-title, or something similar. Once you find it, you can add or edit the styling to make the font bold. For example, you can add CSS copy edit product watchers war title, one near font weight bold. This change tells the browser to render your product titles using bold font weight, and it will automatically apply across your entire store wherever that class is used. Now, once you're in the CSS file, you'll want to search for the word title using Ctrl+F. If nothing comes up with product title, don't worry. Just try focusing on any CSS block that targets the product section in general. In my case, I found a visual container related to the product title, though it didn't have any specific title class mentioned. I can see some styles like font size :0.9 rem, background color, position, color, height, and width. So I'll go ahead and manually add the font weight property to make the title bold. For example, if you locate something like .product or .product_title, just add CSS copy, edit, font weight bold, right inside that CSS block. Once that's done, go ahead and hit Save. Then return to your storefront and preview the product page. I'll open a product to see how the changes look. And as you can see now, my product title appears much bolder and clearer. Exactly what I wanted. Also, take a look at the overall layout. For example, the description, specifications, and any headings you've added. The bolded title adds better contrast and improves the visual hierarchy. Now, there's one more method you can use, though it's not usually recommended. That's inline CSS. This involves directly embedding a CSS style into the HTML or the product template itself. While it's a possible workaround, it's not considered best practice because it makes future changes harder to maintain. It's better to stick with external style sheets like we just did. So what you want to do now is go back to the code editor where all your theme folders are listed. From here, scroll down and look for the templates folder. Inside this folder, find the product template. It's usually named something like product.liquid or mainproduct.liquid, depending on your theme. It's important to make sure you're editing a .liquid file, not a .json one, because .liquid allows you to add inline HTML and styles. So I'm selecting the main product liquid file. Next, inside this file, you'll want to locate the HTML tag that wraps your product title. In most themes, this will be either an or tag. Use Ctrl+F and search for zrinașoras product.title.audiers. This will lead you to the exact line that outputs the title. Once you find the line, it should look something like this. Liquid. Copy, edit. Product.title. Now to make it bold using inline CSS, simply modify it like this. Liquid, copy, edit, or product.title. This tells the browser to render the product title with bold font directly through inline styling. Here in this, you have to write the code as I am typing on the screen. Just keep your eyes on it, and simply copy exact the same to your store on this same page. Once you've added this, save the changes. Now go back to your storefront, refresh the page, and check any product page. You should see the title is now bold. Just keep in mind, using inline styles is generally not recommended because it's harder to manage as your store grows. It's always better to use your CSS file when possible. But for quick changes, this method works fine. So after making the change, I closed the code editor and saved my changes. Then I previewed my store again to check the product page. At first, I noticed the title appeared twice due to duplicate code. To fix that, I went back, deleted the extra element, saved it again, and now everything looks perfect. The bold styling is applied correctly, and there's no duplication. And that's it. These are 3 simple methods you can use to make your Shopify product titles bold. It's an easy way to enhance the visual appeal and readability of your product pages. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really supports the channel. And if you have any other tips for styling Shopify product pages, feel free to share them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.